Emotional moments at the city mortuary in Nairobi as parents and relatives of the 8 pupils who died after a classroom block at the Precious Talent Academy collapsed trooped to the facility to identify the bodies. Tears flowing freely, with those who could not bear the pain of losing a child being supported by relatives. Outside the mortuary, Kenya Red Cross personnel were on standby to offer counseling sessions to the parents before the postmortem exercise was conducted. And when the time came, they went in one by one to identify the bodies, sparking off even more emotions. After a procedure that lasted over 1 hour, Chief Government Pathologist Dr. Johansen Oduor delivered his verdict.
The main injuries were in the head, because when I look at the head, they were very severe skull fractures with bleeding in the brain. I think about 2 or 3 of them had a fracture of the upper limbs and of the chest, but most of them had fractures of the skull, and it looked like crash injury, like something caved and fell on there, landed on their head.
A result that was painfully absorbed by the helpless parents.
State of confusion, hopelessness, and also anxiety.
I don't know what I can say, but keep on praying for us.
The building collapsed at 7. These children were in class already by 6:30. So why are classrooms open at 6:30? So there are many issues. So those we will deal with them after we have laid to rest the young souls.
At City Hall, Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko suspended 16 top county officials to pave way for investigations into the Monday incident. The governor accused the suspended officers for neglecting their duty leading to the Monday tragedy. Among those suspended are acting Finance CEC Charles Karich, who is also the substantive Land CEC, his health counterpart Mohamed Degane, Chief Officer Planning Justus Kathenge, who was already serving suspension, as well as Director of Planning and Enforcement Jasper Ndeke, among others. At the scene of the incident, members of the National Assembly Education Committee and officials of the Teachers Union Kupet visited the school to get a first-hand account of the tragedy and condole with the affected families, promising the government support in the burial arrangements.
Ni lazima serikali itafute shamba. Sio la shule moja, sio ya 2, au nataka shule karibu 3 eneo hili.
Tuweze kusindikiza wapendwa wao wazikwe kwa hadhi na kwa heshima. Hilo ndio jambo letu la kwanza. La pili ni kutafuta vile watoto wale ambao walikuwa precious talent watarudi shuleni.
Lazima Bwana Meli, the government of Kenya, the Ministry for Education, and this is fodder for you, must now take audit of how many students do we have in Nairobi.
To this end, the families will now be allowed to collect bodies of their loved ones to give them a befitting send-off. Victor Lo, K24 at the City Mortuary, Nairobi.